Oh my God, it's the end. The end of June just finished, and it's July 1st, just as of a few minutes ago. Amazing. Amazing. Oh, hi, guys. No one's here yet, but I know you're going to come. And for the guys that come tomorrow, I want you to say hi to me because I definitely read all of your comments. For the guys that go, oh, I missed the live. We're still interested in everything that you say. So live or after is good, either way. Anyway, today is July 1st. It's now 12:03. So June just finished for me. And I guess I'm going to have to read my SP Declare because no one's coming on. So let me see. We're at 8. Calculated efforts. I already read that. 8. Okay, good. So we're at 9, the last one. Publicly departing Scientology. That one I did. That is true. I did publicly depart. Not like yelling it or anything. They made it public, actually. Hey, hi, Swedish Lena. Scientology made it public. I didn't. I'm just reading the end of the 9th thing for my SP Declare, which was publicly. Hi, Blue Diamond 913. I'm having a blessed night. I am. This is publicly departing Scientology. That's the last of my 9-step SP Declare. See, here it is. I've been reading it to you guys. But I did publicly. I just left under the radar. I was going to leave quietly. Hi, Love It. Hi, Eric. Hi, Arlene. Hi, Dee Dee. Thank you guys for coming by. Let them. Hello from South Africa. Ooh, South Africa. That sounds so cool to me. I don't know why. I like a lot of different places, though. Hey, Witness. Hi. That was funny last night, huh? Drew was helping me set up. I got a new webcam. Thank you to the people who sent it to me. It's really, really nice. I got my hair cut. Someone else sent me some beautiful purple sheets. And someone else sent me a really pretty green blouse, which I'll wear pretty soon. So Cajun Country Travels. Wow. Hello from Southwest Louisiana. Very cool. Thank you for coming by. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. And for all of you guys, please like when you come in, because then we don't have to bug you. And it really helps on I don't know what you call it, but it helps on something that drives it up on the internet so that more people see it if you like it. Okay, thank you. My hair looks great. It's fun, huh? It's my summer do. I always get it like shorter in the summer and then I let it grow out. I know Drew is our hero, Marla. I agree. I mean, he's really a sweet person. He has helped me for years, literally years. Hello to you, Miss Tori Pride Flower Rainbow Heart. Oh, thank you. Really nice. So it's been just a fabulous month for me. I mean, this is my birthday month. You look stunning in your summer hair. Thank you. I'm really happy. First of all, I have to tell you about my new webcam though. It's so funny. It has a little, now maybe you guys all have this. I didn't. For years, I had this old webcam and I would, excuse me, I would always put a sticker over it. Wait a minute, let me see something. Hang on, stand by. I would always put a sticker over it. Here they are. I would put a sticker over it so that, it was private, that it would keep it private after I turned off the camera, right? But this one has just a little thing that you go this way and then it's all red. So tonight I started it up and got everything ready, and typical me, I was like, I didn't see myself, and it said your camera's not in view. And I thought, oh no, we screwed up on something. And then I remembered, oh, that's right. It has the little thing that you have to open up and then it can see you. It was really fun. It's really fun to have new things like that. I love it. Anyway, love it. My party was really fun. Spanky had a birthday party for me with Mel, and they kind of co-hosted it. And we did eat the other pie. I have to say, it was just a delightful party. It was really fun. My whole birthday has been wonderful, from last Saturday, which I had met with my son, and we went out and had dinner and had fun. And then the next day, I think I met with, on my birthday, I met with Lovett and we had the brunch. And then Tinker Mom brought over the 2 pies, the key lime pies that were just delicious. Well, that's right. And the night before the birthday night, we watched the debate because the debates were on and we ate the pie, and that was a big success. Okay, you just saw the video of you dancing and hugging trees. Okay, Magoo dancing in Boston. Cool. Thank you, Nancy. This is her little comment about this whole thing. What is it? Awesome metal yellow first red person pink swaying hair. Okay. All right. And thank you for this. Yeah, I know. I love it when I get my hair cut short in the summer because I have very thick hair. And so it's, this is what? Oh, that's my Tori Magoo 44. Okay. Oh, the link tree. Okay. Thank you. Love it. Thank you for posting that. That is really fun for me, the link tree thing. Kiko K. Hi. I like your hearts. And Witness. Yeah, I know. Key lime pie is really good. I had more than one piece of it, I have to admit. Thank you. You're welcome. So anyway, it's been you mentioned the debate. What did you think? Well, I mean, I thought that I've always been for Biden because I can't stand Donald Trump. Whether you guys are for him or not, I can't stand him. And I try to stay out of politics because I just do. I don't like it. And my viewpoint is they are really 2 sides of the same coin. And it doesn't really work. It's like we really need to rehash our government. That's what needs to happen. But it's not going to happen right now. So I don't know what's going to happen. I'm hoping he steps down. Biden steps down, even though I've been a big supporter of his. But I hope he steps down and someone else takes his place that's, younger and healthier. And I feel like just as an older man, he has the right to, finish, the last 10, 20 years of his life enjoying it instead of stressing away trying to handle the country. And I think someone younger could probably do a better job. That's what I think. But anyway, that's my big political statement. And the other thing is that I honestly think men have run our country for many, many years. And long time it was pretty good, but it's gotten pretty bad. And I think we should get them all out, put women in for 10 years. Just give us 10 years. That's all we need. If you gave us 10 years, you have to think about it. Men are very much into war. Whether they want to or not, they just get pulled into it, sucked into it. War is money. And that's the way it is. Women, we are solution. We are geared to solving problems because most of us, are either wives or mothers or, we run businesses, we have different things, but our thing is get it done. You know what I mean? That's most women that I know. It's like they just get things done and they get things done fast. And I think of people that aren't eating. I know for me, a fact, my friends, you all, we would have hunger handled. Give us 10 years, we'd have it handled within a couple months where everybody's eating. Homeless would be 6 months at the most, and everybody'd at least be underneath a roof. Infrastructure would start getting fixed because we would have the people living in the houses that were homeless working on the infrastructure. It's just sort of like things would start clicking and they'd get better. And I really think that. I don't think it's going to happen because nobody's going to give it up because they're making too much money. But that's what I think. I really think give us 10 years. If we can't turn it around, you guys can have it back and you can do whatever you want because we're at the bottom of the barrel, I think. I mean, I know we're the greatest country in the world and all this stuff, but not really. And a lot of things we're really going down and we need to turn it around and get it better. I mean, I think of women in other countries, women to woman. We would say, look, do you want to have your son go to war or your daughter? Do you want him to possibly be killed or maimed or lose an arm or lose a leg or, the million things that happen in a war? And they would say no. And we say, exactly. So let's figure out a way that we can agree. Okay, here's this space. We get this side, you get that side. That's it. Shake? Okay, good. End of story. Done. Your burkas, you're sick of wearing them. They're too hot. Okay, that's done. We got rid of those. Just different things that I think women are more like it's like common sense. I think women are better at common sense. Not all women. Some men are great at it. But as far as running the country, I think give us a shot. I don't know. I'm not going to comment on that. I already said enough. I said too much already. But she might. We'll see what happens. It's definitely, we're in a new phase. We'll see what happens. But I do feel for President Biden that, I think he needs a break, where he's done a good job. He should leave with grace and dignity and, get somebody else in there. Now, shoot, my card expired at midnight, getting a new one tomorrow, but you need to update your wish list. Oh, okay. Your card? What card is expiring at midnight? I don't know what you mean. I don't. But you know what? You can pick out anything you want, because I love jewelry, necklaces, bracelets, top blouses, any kind of pretty blouses. Usually big. I wear a size, I think a large, maybe medium, but not small for sure. Change of subject. Love your hair. Did you touch up the purple? No, I didn't. We just got a cut. That's all. It's just that it shows more. It's sort of like I was telling my hairdresser that, because you guys sometimes you'll say, "Oh, you got your purple done," and I said, "Not really. It's just I often put it behind my ears because it's so heavy, and so I'll put it behind my ears, and then it doesn't show as much. But see, it's all there. It's definitely there." And it's all here. More of it's here on this side. It's just because I have it pulled back. So there you go. My debit card. Oh, your debit card. Oh, okay. Expired at midnight. I gotcha. And you're getting a new one tomorrow. Okay. So, all right. So I'll update my wish list. Thank you, Dee Dee. Thank you so much. Let's get some women in there. Yeah, we do. I mean, I don't mean to sound all like I'm all female. I love men. I always have male roommates. I have had most of my family are males. I'm a guy. I like guys a lot. It's just as far as our country, I think we need a change, a big change. I mean, like really dramatic change. And that's the only one that I can think of where it might really just flip things around. And then after 10 years, if it isn't, or 5, then we can go, all right, you know what, forget it. We can't do this for shit. That's the other thing women will do. We take it for a year. Give us a year. We don't need 10 years. If we can't really start things turning around in a year, we'll go, you know what, you guys can have it back. I know us. Pretty much most people would go, yeah, take it back. You guys can have it. So give us a year. That's all. We don't have to have 10 years. 10 years is a long time in this day and age. Isn't it amazing from when we were little kids? 10 years was like an eternity. A week was an eternity when you were little. Remember that? Remember when Christmas was like a week off and it was like, oh my God, it just felt like an eternity. And now 10 years gone, another 10 years gone. I mean, I'm 77 years old. I can't believe it. I had the best birthday. This birthday, I've had this is my favorite birthday I've ever had, ever. It's really been fun. And it's thanks to you guys here, my friends here in Burbank, my son, Jessica, and the guys, the live stream friends that I have. She came over with Solomon and brought some beautiful flowers and these pretty balloons. And you're welcome. Oh, you're saying, Dee Dee, thanks for trying. Yeah. Yes, thank you. So evening, Tori and chat. Thank you, Jen. All right, good. So yay for your favorite birthday. I know. It was kind of fun and love it. That's right. We had brunch and then Tinker Mom brought over those pies. I mean, it was just like one thing after another of fun stuff. And we listened to the debate and we ate the pie. And one of our friends was there and he said, I'm a key lime pie expert, and this is the best pie I've ever eaten. I mean, he just raved about it, and me too. I'm like, oh my God, so good. So true, Tori. The older you get, the faster time goes. But my son, who's like 45 or 46, said, not really anymore, Mom. It's kind of that way across the boards because of the internet, because we have access to so much of the world. It's like what used to take, a week. Just think of it as far as information that you would inflow in a week before the internet. It was like your friends and your family, and you'd go to work or you'd go to school, and that was about it. You might go out and ride your bike around, just stuff like that. It was just sort of, people talked on the phone. They picked up the phone and talked. They didn't text. So you didn't have any of that. It was just a different world. But now there's just so much, texting and, Instagram and Facebook and YouTube and Wi-Fi and, there's just so much stuff. Tonight, my TV wouldn't work. And so I called Spectrum, and he helped me sort it out in like 5 minutes. It was amazing. It was really amazing. Anyway, yeah, lucky sevens. I know, I've heard that 77 is lucky. Hi, Toto and everybody. Hi, Kimberly. Speed of life is now 10 times now, feels like. Yeah. And 10 times faster, I think you mean. And but I think that's true for everybody. I really do. Somebody that's younger, chime in and let us know. For your next birthday, let's buy you a new car. Yeah, I'm for it. That is something I need. I really do. Hi, Tori and everybody. Hi, Kimberly. Tinker Mom. We can't do this for shit. We can't do this for shit? You're so hilarious, Tori. What was I saying? I don't even remember what I was saying. What was I saying? We can't do this for shit. Meaning the guys or us? Oh, if we said we can't do this, we'd say, okay, we can't do this shit. You guys take it back. I think that's what you mean. When I said, originally I said, give us 10 years. And then I shrunk it down to a year because I thought, really, knowing myself at least, in a year, if I can't really turn things around, we'd go, all right, you guys take it back because it's going to just be a gigantic hassle that we could foresee. Now, wait a minute, it's a hassle, but we can fix it. Do you know what I mean? We could foresee that, or we could go, you know what? This is a dead-end street. Give it back to them. They created it. It's not going to change. So there you go. So anyway, that's what I was talking about. And Tinker Mom, your pies forever will go down in history as the greatest. And I hope it started a new career for you as a cook, a baker, because honestly, we all think you can. After 60, you get 2 birthdays a year. Well, that I haven't heard, but we do. At 50, we did a week. You get a week. Because we knew so many people, and they're like, oh, I missed your birthday. I'm so sorry. And we said, no, we got a week. So they'd squeeze it in. And then now, I think it's 60, we decided it's a month. It's a birthday month. So, we have plenty of time to celebrate. So tomorrow I'm going to lunch with Andrew and another friend of mine. Hello from the rainy Norway. Oh, my dear Norway. I have to get out. Mr. Anonymous. The infamous from Norway. There he is. See? Norway. There he is. Let's see. You can hardly see his eyes. Hello, Mr. Anonymous. He's so cute. You can't see his little beady eyes, but he's really cute. He's pretty popular. He was very popular when he first came around. Miss T, I'm late to the party. Don't worry about it, Verity. You're only a few minutes late. And Adrian, hi, Tori. I'm so happy I caught your live stream. Me too. Yeah, I really am. I'm really happy you guys came. So first of all, I wanted to thank all of you for helping make my birthday the best birthday ever. Because it's my best birthday, I think, in my life, except the year that my son was born. Because that was but my birthday's in June, and he was born in February the next year. Or you could say he was born in February the year and then in June I had my birthday. So that was like my best year, because I love being a mom. But this is my favorite, just birthday. It's been really fun, really fun. So anyway, and I've milked it. I have to admit it, I have. But I'm like a little kid, It's really funny, but it's been a lot of fun. So a couple things have happened. The topic tonight is Scientology lies about critics. Now, I don't know if you guys know Confident Chris, but he's a dear friend of many of us, and he protests around Scientology a lot. He's helped me a ton. And tonight, he was down at a farmer's market downtown, or a flea market, something, and they were down there trying to schlep their books, Scientology. So he was filming them, and then all of a sudden, they start packing up. He goes, I guess you're going to have to pack up. So the guy gets on the cell phone, he's calling OSA. And the next thing you know, the guy that runs this thing, big guy, comes over and he goes, all right, get out of here. And he goes, I don't have to get out of here. I'm filming. And there is a thing you can Google called the photographer's rights. And I want you guys all to look it up, because it's really good, and it really tells what rights you have. But anyway, this guy was really mean to Chris, and he hit him. So anyway, he ended up calling the police. They made a police report on it and stuff like that. And Jessica and Streets and Solomon went down there. I was going to go there, but I just thought, it's so hard downtown. This is downtown LA, and it's so hard to park. And I had no idea how I would find him, and it's dark at night. And I just thought, no, not a good thing for me. I have to be careful with where I go for certain things. So anyway, I didn't, but I was there. I was online with him and talking to him. Eric Levitt, I have an idea. Let's have a kid's cartoon of Anonymous and have Tori as the voice of the moose. You poof. That's cute, Eric. That's a cute idea. Let me show everyone that. A kid's cartoon of Anonymous and have Tori as the voice of it. Well, somebody'd have to write the story. Sorry to be late. Happy birthday. Thank you, Miss Withholdy. That name always cracks me up. I love birthdays. I think I do too now. I used to hate them. Not hate them, but I really didn't like them. I was like, nah, I don't like birthdays. But now I'm into them. They're really fun. I get it. I think it's, for a long time, it was a different thing, but I got it. But I was in Scientology, and we would have parties, but it was like everybody had to squeeze it in because they were in chorus and all this other stuff. Whereas this was just really fun. It was really great. Okay, now let me see. Thank you, Love It, for everything you do. One of my sons was born on my 20th birthday. Oh, how interesting. How cool. Okay, how dare my husband walk in the door after work and want to talk to me? I'm now catching up on 2x speed. Well, tell your husband we said hi. We're all saying hi. I'm from Burbank, and there's people all the way from Africa that are saying hi to him. So there you go. You got some cool friends. Chris was at the Alameda Night Market. Okay, thank you, Keiko, for that. I remember hearing it, and I knew Alameda because that was where that was where the old Astro was. It was on Temple near Alameda. So I not near that market, but it was near the street Alameda, which came all the way up to Temple and a little bit beyond it, I think. Robert Priest was his name. Yeah. Yep. So there you go. I would like to find out, because that was a thing Chris mentioned that I thought we could see if we can find someone. Maybe you guys know how to do it. Does anyone here know how? Because Chris said, oh, he had the name like that. And they said, how did you get the name? And he said, the police asked him that. And he said, oh, it's on my my YouTube site. But some of the friends know how to do face recognition. And I thought, I have no idea how to do that. But is there anyone on here that does? Because I thought that would be very valuable if you're ever in a bad situation, to be able to pop on and go, Kiko, all right, here's the face, tell us who it is, or something like that. Sieglin. Anyway, just an idea if anybody has it. I'm going to keep asking. Yeah, I love that idea too. That would be fun. Good morning, everybody. Oh, I love this name from a poet, Brian Lucas. Cool. All right. Very cool. All right. And then now let me go back up here. There's some start ones. Okay. Oh, Good SP. Hello, Tori. You're looking young and cheerful. Always glad to hear your stories. Thank you. Thank you very much. Now, I had the title of this is Scientology's Lies About Critics. And they do that. That's kind of like I wrote on Chris's site. This is one of the things they would have done. That this is what I think. I don't know for sure because I didn't do this, but I think like the kids would call and say, look, somebody's here filming, or Chris is here filming us, because they probably all know him now because he's been around the complex a lot. And they would say, Chris is down here. And they would say, okay, get us the phone, we'll call because they know the guy. And they probably called the guy that ran it and said, look, we pay for this site. Or if they don't pay for it, they'd have some other reason to, kind of work them over and say, get rid of this kid. He's a pain in the ass and he's bugging us and we have a right to be there. And, either do that or we're going to get rid of your job. Who knows? I have no idea. I've never been there when they do this, but I just know from me, they've done fair game stuff that's really, really creepy. And it taught me they do that kind of stuff. I didn't think they did. When I was in, I was like, no. I stood up in court and said, that is not true. They canceled fair game years ago with Margaret Singer. It was like amazing that I did that. And then to find out, no, they didn't cancel it. Jesse Prince showed me in Little Fighty Fine. They did write a cancellation of the name Fair Game because it was so out PR. But then at the bottom, it says this does not apply to suppressive people, right? Which they declare tons of people. There's thousands of people that are declared suppressive. So then they can fair game them. So I know it. Anyway, thank you. Thank you. All right. Now, evening, Tori. Thank you, Jen. And this is from No Face. Happy birthday from a muggy, humid Southern Carolina. I don't envy you. I hope you have an air conditioner. Super storm day. Hi, y'all. Nice. I hope if there's anyone that isn't subscribed, please do. And everyone hit the like button also. Oh, I loved how Chris stood firm in the face of these thugs at the market. I know, he was really good. I thought he was really impressive, and he didn't yell. He didn't do anything. He was really, really good. He's an amazing guy. Good morning, everyone. Just starting my day in sunny England. All right. Good day, good evening, or sleep well wherever you are. That covers it. Thank you. All right. And Kiko, I don't know what facial recognition software people in Chris's chat use. You could ask them next time you're in Chris's chat. I will, or I'll see Chris and I'll ask him. But I'm on it. Oh, you have to buy the software. Well, somebody in his site has it because every time something happens, they have the name right away. Face recognition and video is pretty pricey. I don't know. I'll have to ask them how it is because to them it's like, nope, they got it. I really hope Chris doesn't go out alone anymore. I know that is since the day I met all the live streamers, that was the first thing I told them. Don't protest alone with Scientology. It's just not. But I get it. What happens? I think they've been doing this for a while before Scientology. And other things, they're just kind of having fun and doing different things, and it's not this threatening thing. So they're used to being by themselves. And you can say don't do it by yourself, but you can lead a horse to water. I think they have a board with photos and names of all the protesters. So when they call the police, they can give them all their details. Probably. I know people have flipped open their phones and said, I have Tori Chrisman here. And I never even saw the person before. I've never met him, never talked to him. It's kind of amazing. Question, did you see Dodge's stream yesterday in front of CFS building in Pasadena? No. He met a woman who was protesting, and she showed him a CFS pamphlet with page after page of lies. I don't doubt that. You can Google my name, and there's page after page of lies on me. I don't doubt that. Stephen Miller, yep. They have the right to be there but Chris has the right to warn people who had what they are, people who and what they are. I see why they chose to leave so much bad publicity. I see why they chose to leave so much bad publicity. Do you mean you don't see why? Because I don't see why. I mean, to me, it's just stupid. It's like, why do they do that? It's like, first of all, wait, let me just unclick this. First of all, Chris has a right to film them. If you haven't Googled the photographer's rights, do, because they're really educational and they're very definite on what you have a right to film, and it's quite a lot. So he totally has a right to be there, and he was. But they should. This is always their thing. It's like, just let him be. Okay, so he's filming you selling books. So what? Unless there's something very weird about you selling books, which there is to anyone new who's listening. Yes, there is, because it's not just a book. It's a giant trap, and you can't get out. It's like the Hotel California. You can check in, but you can't check out. And that's how Scientology is. So they don't want people to see them trying to schlep their books. They've done it for years, so I don't know why they care now. And what they did today to Chris, is going to be shown all over the world. People are going to mention that some guy hit Chris. Why? Because he was filming them trying to sell books and actually packing up. They packed up right away and started leaving. Why? Why would you pack up? Even if you were packing up, let's say it was the end of the day and you're packing up. Okay, why not talk to Chris? Okay, so hi, man. This would be me. This was me when I was in Scientology. Hey, man, what's happening? What are you filming about? What's going on? And he would talk to me because Chris is very conversational. You know what I mean? And it'd be like, oh, okay. And he'd be like, well, do you know it's a cult? And I'd be like, not in my world, it's not. But I get that you think it is. You know what I mean? So it's just sort of like, if you're just on top of things, it doesn't look so weird. But when you do this, like, don't film us, don't film us, it's like, okay, then what are you hiding? It must be something bad that you'd be that freaky and end up hitting Chris, getting the guy to hit Chris. Hi, Marissa. Thank you. Okay, I would never go around a Hare Krishna temple alone or with people. It's just not safe, and even the police know it. Wow, really? That I didn't know. That's new, Mike. Thank you. Just saying I appreciate the hour. Well, thank you very much, Becca. I appreciate you guys being here. Okay, this is Lori's talking to Max. Okay. Covering protesters' trials. Okay, Dodge. Okay, Dodge Landsman. All right, good to know. And Kiko, I'm not sure if Chris does have the right to be there or if the owner could get a trespass order on him, but how he handled it by punching Chris was not the right way to handle it. No, he's not. It's not. It's a public. It's a public market, right? So unless they have signs that say there's no photographing here, which I didn't see any, and I doubt it because I've been to a lot of markets and they rarely have signs saying no photographing, because mostly, frankly, any smart market wants to be filmed, because if you're on film, other people will see it and go, let's go to that market. Let's go check it out. It looked pretty good. So why not? So anyway. Okay. So I think he did have a right, but Anyway, look at the photographer's rights and you'll see. I think it might depend. They certainly don't have the right to hit him. I mean, Chris did nothing. He was just, at the worst, let's say that he really didn't have a right. And they said, well, we have it posted over there. You can't photograph, which I'm sure they don't. So even if it's in his head and he said, no, we don't allow people to photograph. Okay, please step off our property. And if Chris said no, call the police. Do you know what I mean? But don't hit him. I mean, now that's on him because he hit him. That's not right. It's just not right. It isn't ever. I mean, earlier, Jessica ended up filming a guy who had gotten frightened by dogs and ran up in a tree in Hollywood. And he was too afraid to come down. The fireman came and tried to talk him to come down, and he wouldn't. He said, no, because the dogs were all at the bottom of the tree barking. And we were like, get rid of the dogs. People online were like, get rid of the dogs. And the guy will come down. Anyway, long story short, he came down. But it was just funny to see the different things that these different guys get into. Streets ended up there and Solomon. It was very funny. I was going to go, because it was in a day. I could have gone, but they wouldn't tell me where it was. So I thought, okay, they obviously don't need anybody else because they didn't tell me where it was. Let's see. Okay, here's Kiko. But it's possible that the owner of the market, he's within his rights to ban Chris. Yeah, now, probably. And I don't think Chris would care. He was only there for that one thing. Hi, Tori. Did you get the camera I sent you from your Amazon wish list? Sonny, is it the webcam? Is it the webcam? Is that what you mean by the camera? If it is, yes, I got it. I'm using it. Drew came last night and helped me set it up. And it took a while, but it is fantastic. Now, just type in the bottom if yes, you mean the webcam or if it's some other camera that you're sending me. Can you just let me know, Sonny? Okay, yes, it's that. All right, good. It's fantastic. I mean, we both were like, oh, I love this. And it has a little shield over it. I was telling the guys earlier where I went to start it and it wouldn't start up, the camera. And I thought, oh, no, we screwed up on something last night. And then I remembered, oh, wait, this has the little shutter deal. Because mine, I always had to tape on, like a sticky note over it so that you couldn't see my face, right? And this one, I have this little shutter deal. See? It's gone. Isn't that cool? I mean, it's really cool. Thank you so much, Sonny. I was waiting. I wanted to wait and see if you were here. All right. So thank you. Yes, I did get it. And it's just a blessing. It really is. And Drew said, wow, this other one is really old, isn't it? And I said, yeah, it is. I've had it for quite a while. Because remember, I don't know if you guys were part of the group, but people a while ago said to me, you need to get a new webcam. But I haven't been able to figure out what kind is a good kind. So this is it. And I love it. It's really good. So anyway, thank you again, Sonny. All right. Now, what is this? Oh. Always in, never against. Hi, Tori Magoo 44, late, but here. Good for you. Thank you. And Anne, oh my God, Scientology is Hotel California. I used to love that song when they were, they are sick and evil. Yeah, I know. I love that song too, but it really is how Scientology is. Yep, I remember you had conversations a few times with Mark Bunker when he was still a Scientologist. Mark Bunker was never a Scientologist, just so you know. He started out with Lisa McPherson Trust, who are the people that helped me get out. Bob Minton flew me there, and I talked to Stacy Brooks, who was the president of it originally, and Jesse Prince, the three of them. And they are the ones who met me in Tampa at 1:45 in the morning. But I forgot what you asked me. What was it? Oh, yeah. So Bunker was hired by Bob Minton to photograph, and back then they had the big cameras, and he showed up on the 4th of July, which is coming up, actually. Oh, God, I'll have to call him, and we'll have to see if we can do a thing. But he did that. I think he's already showed the video of it. But I have told Scientology since that day, because they wanted me to go to his house with some really sleazy, protest sign that said kind of creepy things about him. And I said, you don't know that about him. And I already liked him. I'd run into him protesting, and he was a nice guy, And I said, I don't think this is true. And you're just creating your own enemies. Sorry, Tori, I meant say when you were still in, not Mark. Oh, when I was still in. Okay, good. I got you. Thank you. But anyway, just to finish that. So that was where he showed up with the camera and started filming. And they said to me, see if you can get rid of him with this English guy. And I said, well, I'm not English. And she said, oh, you can just pretend like you're English. So I was like, hi, I'm Katie. And I had this really phony accent. And then I would get mad and I'd just start talking in my regular voice, right? It's funny. It's up online somewhere. Okay, so now Charles says Dodge Landsman is his channel. He's a news anchor, wow, from Yuma, Arizona, and was fired for, oh yeah, I think I met him. I did meet him. That's right. We had a long talk and he wants to do an interview with me. I've got to call him. Thank you. Scientology complaints over the Lisa McPherson coverage, and Mercury Gold is the protester YouTube. That's his nickname, is Mercury Gold on it? Because I have had a hard time finding him. Mercury Gold. And Mercury Gold is the protester YouTube. Okay, so that's him. Mercury Gold is Dodge. Mercury Gold. I've got to call him to do an interview. It's so hot. Okay. Thank you for that. Thank you for letting me know that, because I remember that. That's right. He told me that. That's right. I spoke to him at Blue. Thank you. Love it. It's a public market. That's what I thought. So I think you have every right in a public market to film. Okay. The owner claimed that Chris was harassing the Scientologists, which he wasn't. It's on video. Even if it's Chris's right to film, he was talking to them and about them. Business owners on private property can get a trespass order. He's not going to go back there. I doubt it. It isn't like it was a weekly thing. He just went there. I doubt if they'll waste the time getting a trespassing order, and I doubt if he'll go back anyway. But the video I saw of him, he was being fine. He wasn't harassing them. He wasn't. Scientologists will always say they're harassing people. That's their thing. I mean, you can sneeze and they'll say, she was harassing us. It's like, no, she was sneezing. What I meant by bad publicity for the COS, they don't need a bad publicity. They don't want that image. Better to leave that, have people find out it's a cult. I know. I've told them that for 20. I escaped out in 2000. In the 90s, I was telling them that. But will they listen? No. All right. Hare Krishna are not pacifists and will be the first to tell you most cults and dangerous have no problem using violence against each other and protesters. Wow. I didn't know. I really didn't. I at all. Okay, Verity, with the market situation, it was obvious that the CFS reps had previously liaised with the market thugs to do their dirty work. Sounds like it. All right, Sunny, thank you so much for gifting Tori the camera. I know, isn't it beautiful? I love it. It's really a big difference. It really is. I mean, we had so much fun. Once we got it set up, it took a little while. Question, hi, Tori. Did you ever see the hate booklet that Scientology created to frame the anonymous protesters? No, Sir Crepidus was talking about how awful it was and sent it and was how awful it was and it was used to fair game him. No, I never knew Sir Crepidus, and at least that I know of. And was he here in LA? Because that's one thing I've been trying to find out is if he was in LA with Anonymous or, because they were around the world. And no, I didn't know they had a hate booklet. I didn't. I never saw it. Good morning. But I'm not surprised because they were booming my videos all over the world. So they probably wouldn't want me to see it. Tori, surely you would have received some birthday money so you can go out and have a treat day. Thank you, Swedish Lena. I did. I think I did. Let me look and see. Just a second. I'm just going to look because I forgot. I've been like going a million miles an hour. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I did. You guys are so sweet. I almost have enough to get a new computer. I think I do. I'm getting there. That's what I want to do. I don't want to just spend it on stuff. I want to get a new computer. Oh my goodness. Yeah, stuff did come in. Thank you. All right. Thank you for reminding me, sweetest Lena. I will check it. And the only one that I can't thank people on is Cash App. I don't know why, but sometimes I get an email and then I can, but sometimes I don't. So if you sent me something and you don't get a thank you from me, then let me know. Send me an email. And this is my email. Remember, it's under the thing. Wait, here it is. There you go. You can send me an email, or the best thing is just send me a text, because that's my best one. Or Facebook private message. Now I got to get out of this. Oh, there's 18 things. Okay. But thank you for mentioning that, Swedish Lena. I really appreciate it. All right. Now this one's on the Hare Krishnas. I think we looked at this. Okay, we did. Verity. Yeah, we looked at that. Okay, Swedish Lena. It does make a huge difference. I'm really glad. I'm glad that you guys can see it. And can you hear it? Can you hear it? Is it a better sound too? I think so, but I can't tell. Hi, Tori. Did you ever see I didn't see that. That's right. I'll have to try to find. I've never really gotten to sit and talk with Sir Crepidus. We met when they had the encampment, and he said, "I want to talk to you. We should get together." And I said, "Yeah." But then the whole encampment thing fell apart, and I don't have his number, and I don't know really, is he under Sir Crepidus? I just don't. If anybody has his contact, because even YouTube, that's not a good way to contact someone. So maybe, I don't know, if you have an email form or something like that. Because I'd like to find out about this hate booklet. I didn't know that at all. Thank you, Swedish Lena, for reminding me. Kelly, YouTube fan. Okay. Hi, Tori. I'm late. You're never late. In my world, you're never late. Don't worry. I changed my name earlier yesterday because no one knows who the Italian rock band Mexican is. Hope you're doing great. Okay, that's fine. Good. That's smart. That's very smart because you're right. They don't. Okay. Oh, I still have this thing up. Wait, hang on. I gotta. All right. Somehow this thing was still. I don't want that. Now go back. All right. Now what was still on the thing? Okay. Okay, it's all right. Okay. Hi, Tori. Sorry I'm late. Okay, there you go. We did that. Is your channel, his channel's under Dodge. Okay. I'm pretty sure. Okay, good. I think I have his phone number too. I just have to call him. Eric Levitt, if anyone hasn't seen a video of Tori and Bob Minton having a food fight with whipped cream, it's worth seeing. I saw it a few weeks ago and loved it and made me laugh. So I guess you'd have to Google Bob Minton and Tori Chrisman food fight, or it's a pie fight. That's what it was. It was a pie fight. It was very funny. Mercury Gold is the lady protester who was in front of C of S Pasadena that Dodge met. Oh, I'm glad you told me that. I thought that was Dodge's YouTube name. Okay. All right. Okay, good on that. Thank you, Charles, for letting me know that. And thank you, Eric, for hitting the like button. Please, everyone else, do the same. I was watching those old Tori videos right before I came over here. Ah, I hope you liked them. I hope you did. Now, wait, now there's 17 starred ones. And I think, pardon me if I already said them. Oh, Caroline, this is a good one. They, Scientologists, are in a perpetual state of harassment. They kind of are, and that goes both ways. They harass people, and public and staff get harassed by the Church of Scientology. So you think, why do they stay? You know, it's like, and that's why I say watch The Truman Show. And if you watched it, watch it again. I watched it a number of times. And, you know, you like the first time you see it, you get it. But then you watch it again and you go, oh. And, you know, by the time there's a point where it just clicks and you go, this is Scientology. This is Scientology. And it has helped so many people understand it without spending a half an hour explaining all the things that they do that, you know, like Jesse said, wow, you know, we've spent hours trying to teach these people this, and you got off the plane and in 1 minute, in under 3 minutes, you said, have you ever seen The Truman Show? That's Scientology. And they all went, oh, yeah, it was really neat. He said that was really great. So that's fun. Anyway, thank you and your dad. Oh, how nice. So much. Thank you and your dad. Wow, that's wonderful. Oh, love it. You're saying to Sunny, thank you and your dad. Wow, I don't know her dad. I don't think. Sunny, you'll have to fill me in on your dad. But thank you to him. Saw some bad news this morning. Tom Cruise was cheered by a crowd at Glassberg. I don't ever worry about that. That's not bad news. You know, it's like, he's an actor. You know what I mean? He has fans. That's just the way it is. I'm actually a fan of his old movies. I liked, and I've said this, I like A Few Good Men and The Firm. I love, because that is Scientology. I mean, I just can't believe he didn't wake up with that. It's like, how could you make a film like that and not get it? If you haven't seen it, watch it. It's really, 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 really close to OSA and what they do. Really spooky. I mean, that he didn't get it, but I get it because he was never in on OSA. So, you know, that's why he didn't get it. But Tom Cruise, someday they're going to let you in, and they probably won't, but you can find out on your own. If you start looking at videos, you'll start learning, and then you're going to go, holy fuck, what was I thinking? You can be an actor, but don't be a Scientologist. It's just a waste of time and money. You can film in public. You should be careful when filming minors, right? There are some rules about identifying them without consent. I think there's now rules about filming people in general. I don't know. You have to look it up and see what the new ones are. Love your hair, Tori. You look fabulous. Thank you. I feel great. And this is the second day. No, I got it. I got it cut. I guess today's Sunday, right? Yeah. So, well, now it's Monday, but I got it cut Saturday. So I slept on it Saturday night, and now I'm going to sleep on it tonight. But it's holding up, you know, so that's good. Thank you, DT. I appreciate that. Swedish Lena, Tori, the journalist channel name is Dodge Landsman. Mercury Gold is the channel name of the woman he interviewed. Okay. All right, good to know. Good to know. I just found out that Dodge is the son of the longtime Broadway Impresario Rocco Landsman. I don't know what, I'll have to look up what a longtime Broadway impresario is. I don't know. Aw, thank you, Pamela. Anyway, thank you for letting me know that. Laura Helper Skelper, are you going to the Tony and Natalie Celebration of Life in July in Minnesota? I'm not, but I'm going to be there in spirit. That's all I'll say. Tori, I'm so happy that you almost have enough for a new computer. I know. I'm really excited about it. It's going to be very, very, I mean, now that I have a new camera, that's amazing in itself. You can also search Mercury Gold Scientology. She has the CFS pamphlet Dodge looked at, and she's really angry at CFS. Okay. I've talked to a lot of angry people. I'm like, I gotcha. All right. Thank you. Thank you, Lovett, for showing everyone. And this is Gelson's Blue Bathroom Key. Hi, Tori. How do you like CFS's new strategy to recruit in the community night markets? Yeah, obviously targeting vulnerable populations. They're very big. That's why I hand out my cards. I told you that because they're very big on, what am I thinking of? People from other cultures. And they know, they speak other languages, and they're after them. So I always say that. I go, look, here's my card. I was in a cult for 30 years and I escaped out. And they go, really? And I go, yeah, and they're actually after you. And they go, they are? And I go, why would they be after me? And I go, you speak 2 languages, right? And they go, yeah. And I go, that's why they're after you. So take this card, study up, because if you learn, cult experts say the only protection that anyone has, because everyone says, oh, I would never join a cult. But they said anyone can join a cult if you're in the wrong place at the wrong time. And your real only protection is if you learn what is a cult and what is mind control. And you can type that in YouTube and just study up on it. Because there's only 9 steps to mind control. And once you know them, if you're somewhere, you're like, wait a minute, this one guy's running the whole group. They all have the same 9 things. And it's amazing to be around a bunch of different ones and see how similar they are. It's like, wow, really spooky. Yeah, so they are targeting vulnerable people. But that's why, for me, I think it's more important for us to be more proactive than ever, letting people of other, new people to our country, younger people, anybody that you think, oh, wait a minute, they'd be after this person in a minute. They're really good looking. They're smart. You know what? You need to find out about, what do you know about Scientology? Nothing. That's what they mostly say. Nothing. I never knew and they always say it like this, I really don't know what Scientology is. Or they know it's bad because of all of us. They go, oh, no, I'd never get in Scientology. And that's when I say, okay, but just take my card, and at least this is all the stuff they won't tell you. That's the line that everyone loves. I go, here's all the information that they won't tell you. And the key one for me that I use all the time is Xenu.net, because it's got so much stuff on it. It's got, personal stories and Paulette Cooper's story and news articles and, just tons of stuff. I mean, Andreas really did some fabulous research on it. Hi, Andreas. He passed away this year and I miss him terribly. But anyway, it's his site and it's great. And I'll show you what it is just in case you're new or you don't know what I'm talking about. That's what it is, www.xenu.net. It says Xenu, but Hubbard spelled it with an X. Don't ask me why. He's a strange guy. Okay, so, all right, this is Sunny. My gift probably came under the name Joseph 4, which is me. Oh, my dad is Joseph 3. He passed 2 years ago and was a constant, generous person, so hence the reason to pass on his generosity. Ah, thank you for sharing that. That is so wonderful. I love that. Isn't it great when we have wonderful things like that to continue our fathers on? Like, my YouTube site, Tori Magoo 44, is named in honor of my dad, who passed away when he was 51 and I was 22. So I always keep him around. He's in my email. Is Tori Chrisman 44, which 44 was his football number, in case you're not hip on that for anybody. Here's his football. He's in the Football Hall of Fame, the American Football Hall of Fame. And he played for the Chicago Cardinals. And then he broadcast with Kurt Gowdy in the 60s. So anyway, that's wonderful about your dad. I love that. That's very, very sweet. And thank you so much. And you're right, it did come under that. Pride Heart Rainbow Philly. Oh, all right. Thank you, D. Thompson. And you are welcome, Laurie. Helper Scalper. All right. No, wait. Here's another one. Right. And Dodge also tried to be a rapper at 15 years old, freestyle on Ice-T's rap school. Wow, please someone ask about that. Wow. Please someone ask him about that. Okay. I mean, who are you thinking would ask him about? Oh, ask Dodge about that. Okay. So Dodge also tried to be a rapper at 15 years old. Okay. Wow. All right. I hope I'll remember it. That's a good one. Here are Tori's links. Thank you for my link tree. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. Love it. And please, everybody, hit the like button. Thank you. Love it for being the moderator. Another great live. How you share your knowledge is excellent. Well, thank you. Thank you. Wandering Wombat. I love that. So other lies that they've told about critics, like for me, when I left, I came back and my best friend wouldn't talk to me. And I went out to talk to her son, who hated Scientology. And he said, believe me, you don't want to know what she's saying about you. And I said, what is she saying about me? I mean, I just couldn't even imagine it. He said, I'm honestly, I'm not going to tell you. And I said, look, you have to tell me something. Just tell me one thing that she's lying about. And he said, okay, she's passing around to everyone that you had an affair. And I was a happily married, wife for 26 years. And I would still be married, except I left Scientology and my ex-husband stayed in, who was my husband at the time. But for her to say I had an affair, I used to call her up and I'd say, who the fuck did I have an affair with? I was really pissed off at her. It was like, so she changed her phone number. Chicken. But I hope I remember that about Dodge and asking him that. I don't know if I will. Ooh, freestyle. Please, someone ask him about that. Okay, so he tried to be a rapper. Wow, he doesn't look like he was ever a rapper. I would never think of that, but probably people never think certain things about me that I am. All right, another great live. Oh, thank you. Thank you. All right, and this is Anhata on Fire. Shout out in chat to anyone born in a cult. Not I. Were you born in a cult? I wasn't. Thankfully. Juliette Lewis plays a role on Yellow Jackets where she visits a cult and even criticizes it. It was crazy to watch, but knowing her Sino life. Yeah, I know. See, there you go. That's another one. There's a few of them like that where it's so, you go, really? And you still stayed after that? It's kind of freaky. Thank you for letting me know that. Yes, no one joins a cult. They try to seek and get hijacked by cults. It's true. It's very true. That's a really good point, Caroline. No one joins a cult. And I don't even know, like I didn't go into Scientology to get help. I didn't. My goal was to help other people. And I thought, well, I was going to be a doctor, and I thought, I don't have enough patience to go. My grandfather was a doctor. So I thought, I just don't have the patience to go through all the schooling and then the medical schooling, and then the internships. Not that you shouldn't. If you have if you can do it, it's a great job. So I recommend it, but I didn't at that time, and I thought Dianetics would work, which it doesn't. So it was a big mistake. But anyway, I stayed, and that's the way it was. So what can I say? But it's true, my thing wasn't getting help, it was helping other people. But it's always something, it's something along your goals of what you want to do. And they hijack that. That's what happens. But nobody got me in. I read a book and I quit college and hitchhiked from Chicago to Asho here in LA by myself in 1969. I'm still kind of amazed that I did that. I mean, that's kind of freaky. It is. It's like, really? Andreas, I know, witness. Oh, thank you. Cults are all about non-informed non-consent. Exactly. It is. And boy, you sure can't tell them. See, that's why I try to give out my cards, as many as I can, because people, once they're educated, they won't go in. There's no question about it. Once they know the other side, they're not going to join. But once they get in, getting them out is really difficult. It's a very difficult thing. So that's why I say educate your kids on cults, educate your family on cults. Like even if there's no chance they're going to, just say, okay, let's just watch this one video about it, just so that they kind of will broaden a little bit. It's not going to hurt them to learn about it. And then they can see other people that are in a cult. I had these Jehovah's Witnesses that came on my site, on this site here, and they were laughing at me. And they told me this. They said, Magoo, we were watching you in your videos on Friday night, every Friday night. And we'd be laughing and going, God, I can't believe someone would do that. And one night, I don't know what happened, but we all realized, wait a minute, this is the exact stuff the Jehovah's Witnesses do. This is us. And they all left. And they called me and said, we're free thanks to your videos. So that's why I'm saying you never know. You might show somebody something, even though it might not be about Scientology, but because it's about cults and abuse, it can help someone. You never know. And if you're in an abusive relationship, open the door, walk out, find a friend, find a family, do it. No matter what the threat is. If you have kids and you're worried about them, take them. There's places where you can go. We've done this we had a Scientology friend who was in an really scary abusive relationship. And it took a while, but we got her out and got her into a place where they took care of her. And now she's all better and she's remarried. It's better and in a healthy relationship. So let me check on this because there's 16 things now that are starred. Ooh. Okay. Culture all about non-from. Okay. Oh, my snake. Wow. Caroline. My snake is Xena, spelled Xena. All right. The Xena Eva Warlord. My cousins 40 years ago said I would like to join a cult and see what it's like. I told her, you are the exact person they want. No, she did not. She joined the Navy instead. Oh, yeah, they're kind of their own little thing. I don't think it's a cult, but it's pretty close. My dad was in the Navy, but not for long. Hi, Tori. Hi. City of Angels, which is Carlos, I think. All right. I still don't know how to make those squares. Somebody's got to show me sometime. All right. My road name begins with X and nobody can pronounce it. Nanya, never and always against. My road name. Is Nanya your road name? Begins with X and nobody can pronounce it? I always just spell it. I don't know. You mean your road name where you live? Like it's the road name that your house is on begins with an X and nobody can pronounce it. I gotcha. Yeah, I know. Sometimes it's very funny. If you want the best brand for computers, it's Lenovo. I have a 10-year-old Lenovo laptop that I bought in 2014 and have a backup and have a backup one if one of them doesn't work anymore. I love them both. All right, I'll write it down. All right, what is it? I've never even heard that, but I never heard the one of this webcam, and we love it. And Drew has a bunch of, and I'm not going to tell what it is because of OSA. But anyway, I wrote that down. All right, thank you. Thank you, Eric. Okay, Janet Smith says, every time you pass on the dangers of Scientology to someone, Tori, you're honoring your dad. He would be very proud of the great lady you've become. Aw, that means so much to me. Thank you so much. Who said that? Janet Smith. Thank you very much. I always love it when people say something like that because, I missed out on a lot of things that I could have had with my dad, but I'm kind of making up for it in my own way. And I really appreciate that when someone says that. Thank you. I think so too. And I think my mom would too. Like people always say, you look so pretty. And my mom would love that because I was never pretty as a kid. It just wasn't my thing. I was kind of a tomboy, girl, hanging out with my brothers and their friends and, climbing trees and playing basketball and baseball. And, I just wasn't into girly things. And she was always trying to get me to look pretty. And I was like, nah, I don't want it. I don't care. And she'd be like, well, we could get you a new dress. And I was like, I don't want a new dress. It was really funny. So I still don't wear dresses, but I do, I do look pretty, I think, in general. You know what I mean? I try to stay looking nice. And so that's good. But thank you. Thank you very much. I think both of them would be proud of all three of us kids. All three of us have completely different lives. And they're nothing of what they thought we should be. But they're all fascinating. I mean, they really are. They're kind of amazing lives. And it's like, wow. And I told my mom that before she died. I said, I know every time your friends talk about their daughter or their son is the head of Coca-Cola or something like that. And you're like, oh, my kids aren't doing anything. I said, I want you to remember something. I know a bunch of those kids and they're not that happy. And you have 3 kids that are doing what they believe in and they're happy. That's a pretty good product for a mother to have 3 kids doing what they want and they're happy with it. So there you go. But thank you so much for that. Nanya, never in, always against. You have such an interesting life. A film really needs to be made. I know people have said that to me ever since I escaped out, but you make it. I'll help you make it. Tori, you in the chat is the highlight of my day. Wow, that's nice, Swedish Lena. I appreciate that. Well, you guys are kind of one of the highlights of my day too. All right, now, undercover CIA agent Magoo. That is true. Don't forget. And here's me with my new haircut. There you go. Just in case you forgot. I love that hat. That's another fun one that someone sent me. Okay. The idea of Sweet Tori trolling the Scientologist so hard she changed her number. No, this was after I was out. I wasn't trolling her. I was out and I was pissed off that she was out spreading Osa's lies about me. That's after I'd escaped out. And this was my best friend. And the best friend was saying I had an affair. And so I called her up saying, all right, tell me who I had an affair with. And she changed her number. So then, I see you're saying so hard she changed her number. Yeah, but I see what you're saying. Okay, I think you got it. The idea that Sweet Tori trolling. I wasn't really trolling her though. I was just pissed off. It was just like, how dare you? You're my best friend. Okay, I left the church, but that doesn't mean you can spread their lies immediately without ever even one time talking to me. Not one of them has ever picked up a phone and said, we heard that you had X, Y, and Z. Is that true? No, none of it is. But you know what happened? Because of those lies, I started going to Scientology orgs and I would say, hi, I'm Tori Christman and I used to be in your church And they're saying now that I have had an affair. And I want to find out who I had an affair with because I want to meet him. And they would slam the door, right? And so then I would go to the next place. Hi, I'm Tori. And I just kept doing it over and over. I want to find out who I had an affair with because I want to meet him. And finally, the YouTube people said, Magoo, they took the affair off your list. I have a list of things a bunch of lies that they've written about me, but they took off the affair. They finally did because I asked enough of people. And I meant it. I wanted to meet him. And I think it got so many staff members upset that they were lying about me that they took it off. Born in Kundalini. Wow, yogurt cult. Oh, wow, that's something. You were born in that? Wow. Amazing. Thank you for sharing that. Lottie's Lore. Yellow Jacket is my favorite show. That's where my name is from. Okay. And is that on Netflix by any chance? If it is, I'll watch it. I like to joke my mom accidentally joined a yoga cult and all I got was the Sanskrit name. Good one. We hitchhiked back then. Yep, we did. I know. It's funny because people are like, you hitchhiked? I'm like, yeah. I mean, it was no big deal back then. It really wasn't. People were so much friendlier. I mean, I wasn't scared at all. We'll remind you in the chat to ask Dodge, thank you, about the rapping skills at age 15 the next time you do a live stream and he's there with you. Okay, that'd be good. That's right. Maybe he'll come. It's kind of like, it's weird. The protesting thing is pretty much down to Chris. And if I go, me, and maybe Jessica and Streets come, but the whole gang hasn't kind of come around. So maybe I'll call him and say, we're going to protest. Why don't you come and see if he comes? Anyway, Let Them. That's a neat name. Let Them. Thank you, Tor. Thank you so much, Tori, for your amazing videos. You're an amazing soul. Thank you. Love it. You're an amazing moderator. She really is. And so is Love It. And what am I thinking of from New Zealand? I just went blank on her name. What's her name? What's her name from New Zealand? My dear friend, who I just forgot her name. No, I didn't. Love It and Love It. Help me. I don't know. I know what it is. It's so weird. It's like it just went. All right, I'll think of it in a minute, or Love It will tell me. Okay, thank you. Good people join cults. My next protest sign idea. Good people join cults? Why would you have a sign like that? No, don't have a sign that says good people join cults. Say cults snag good people. Or have the cults are like the Hotel California. You can check in, but you can't check out. That'd be a good one. But don't say good people join cults. I mean, they might, but it's very rare. Usually cults get them in. That's what happens. I mean, my thing where I read a book and joined is very rare. I don't think I've ever met someone like that. Okay, all right, here we go. No, my street name. Wait, what happened? Where'd it go? No, my street name begins with X. Yes. Yeah. That's what I said. That's what I think it means, is your street name begins with X. All right. I always say anything good I am is due to my great parents. Me too. I owe them everything. Raised me in a decent, as a decent human being. Me too. I mean, I feel very blessed. And I've met a lot of people who didn't have great parents. And so I really, my appreciation as I got older and met more people with crummy childhoods and some awful childhoods, I was like, oh, thank goodness for mine. You really, really get an appreciation for it. It's really something. And I have a sign in my hall. It says, it's never too late to have a happy childhood. And that's in honor of those people that I've met who used to come to my parties, and I know them, and they've had really shitty childhoods. And I thought, well, I love that sign. I saw it somewhere and I put it in my hall, and it's never too late. When you come out of the bathroom, you see it. It's never too late to have a happy childhood. So, you can, because if you think of it, you just change all the things around, and then your life would probably start being a little bit happier. That's what I think. But I had a happy childhood, so who am I to talk? All right. Tinker Mom, the infamous Pie Lady forever. Tori, I believe the little squares just show up when the person used an emoji that isn't compatible with your software. Oh, thank you so much. I have forever wondered, how the hell do they do that? That's it, because you guys probably all have Apple, and I have Windows. Tori, your New Zealand friend is Sophie. Thank you, Sophie. Oh my God, forgive me. It's my senior moment. But like DOA pointed out to me, you just need one word, and that's really true. That really helped me a lot, because no one else ever pointed that out to me. And after that, I thought, he's right. It's like I'll be giving a talk and I forget where I'm of, and somebody will say Lake Forest, and I'm like, okay, I'm back. But no one ever pointed out to me, it's just one word. He pointed it out to me, and that really helped me. Okay, many families operate like toxic, dangerous cults. Yep, I have met some. TJ, yes, the Greek film Dogtooth is about that. It's so good. Okay, good. Thank you, Tori. I watched you and other content creators before I protested this weekend. Oh, good. I'm glad it helped. I know that's how I got into it, was Jessica, well, she came over and showed me. That's how I did it. She showed me. Good. Well, great. All right. Well, there you go. We're at 166. I don't know how many likes we have, but I think this was a good night. Did I tell you enough stuff, or do you want me to tell you more lies about critics? I don't know. I didn't get into it a whole lot because it was kind of, but let me know if you want me to. Yes, definitely. Thank you for sending me gifts. Thank you so much. Thank you for making my birthday the best birthday ever. And I mean that. This has just been the best birthday I've had ever. I think it's my best, and it's my favorite, and I love the number 77. And I honestly, anyway, I'm going to shut up. There you go. Thank you all, and I love you. 143. Okay. All right. That's good. Well, that's good. That's very good. All right. Well, thank you to everyone for liking the videos. For the guys tomorrow that see it, welcome to today. And it's now July. That's right. I forgot to wish you all happy July. It's now July. July 1st. There you go. All right. I love you guys. Thank you, Love It, for being such a wonderful person. And Sophie, I apologize for forgetting your name, but it happens to me all the time. So don't feel like it doesn't happen to me all the time. It does. All right. There you go. Have a wonderful beginning of July. All right. Thank you. Thank you, Witness.